Hey everybody, how's it going? I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I thought I'd do a comparison between the new Blackout amp sim and Amped Roots. Now, I'm sure you can see the similarity between these two amps. They are both EVH style 5153s. Blackout is basically the Stealth, and Roots is the EL34, kind of the British flavored amp sim. And what I was thinking when Miko brought out Blackout is, okay, how different is it from Amped Roots? Now I've got them both set up on a track, and I'm gonna switch between the two and kind of compare. Now when I do comparisons, I honestly don't do many comparison videos at all because I don't really like to see which one's better or which one's worse. I think that's kind of like silly. Every amp sim's got its own flavor, you know what I mean? But these are, you know, very similar designs in the real world, so I really wanted to do this. So I've got the amp, everything's at 12 o'clock except for the output, got that at 9 o'clock. Pedalboard, nothing's on, it's all bypassed. And then the cab, all the cab stuff is bypassed as well. So you're just gonna hear the amp sim. Same with Amped Roots. Everything's at 12 o'clock except for the output. Pedals the same, everything's bypassed, and the cab stuff is bypassed. So we'll start with Blackout. Here we go. And then go into Amped Roots. Just gonna use a noise gate. All right, what I can hear, guys, Amped Roots seems to be a lot more lively. And I definitely noticed this when I was doing the song at the beginning, mixing that song. The sound of Blackout is like very clean, very clear, like very smooth. And then we go back to Amped Roots to compare. I mean, it's louder for a start, so let's try and level match. I'll just bring up the output of Blackout a little bit. Yeah, Amped Roots is just a lot more pushy. It almost sounds like there's an overdrive in front, but there isn't. As you can see, everything's off. It's just the amp. I'll just show you the cab I'm using. It's New Old Dude. I've got that link below if you want it, guys. It's a V30 mashup kind of thing. So let's get some pedals on this. I've got an A828 by Nombrini, completely free tube screamer. And the gate I'm using is just Effector silencer. So this is Roots. I've just brought down the gain a bit because it'll just be too gainy with the pedal. Yeah, that sounds great. Amped Roots does sound fantastic for that stuff. Now, this is Blackout with the same setup. Yeah, like I said before, like smoother on the high end. Let's try and match the sort of trebliness. Yeah, it's getting there. It might just be a tone stack EQ thing, to be honest. And this is Amped Roots. There's just a chugginess to the amp roots that is just a little bit better, I think. So what I can hear is, you know, with a bit of EQ and, you know, you can get most of the way there and get Blackout sounding like Roots or Roots sounding like Blackout. This is what I expected. These amps are very similar in real life. Blackout sounds great. You know, you've got 3 different channels. This is channel 1. Number 2, a bit more gain. I mean, you can chug all day on channel 2 and that's fine. And 3 is like way more gain. There is definitely a smoothness to Blackout that if you're going for that like very clear modern thing where you just don't want a lot of like and hash and aggression, while it still is aggressive, like you just want to get rid of some of those like higher mids and some of that like fizziness, probably go with Blackout. It is a lot smoother if you want that smooth sound. But if you want like all out absolute mental stuff, I mean, Amp Roots is still probably one of the best amped plugins. Yeah, Roots just has that kind of like kind of thing, whereas Blackout is smoother. So that's about it, guys. A comparison video from me, which, you know, I hardly ever do, but this was just crying out for it, and I'm glad I did it. I definitely prefer amped Roots, but Blackout is another great amp sim from ML Sound Lab. And this is not a sponsored video, guys, but Kai sent this over for me to try out, which is fantastic. Thank you, Kai. And my opinions on this are my own, so do with that what you will. Links below, guys. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more metal related stuff. I'll be back sometime with a video on something else. So until then, ciao.